We're about to embark on an illuminating journey to dissect the often misunderstood world of clean eating. This isn't about shaming food choices or dictating what you should or shouldn't eat. Instead, we're going to expose the pervasive myths, uncover the scientific nuances, and empower you to build a truly sustainable and genuinely healthy relationship with food. By the end, you'll possess the clarity to navigate the complex dietary landscape with confidence, free from the guilt and confusion that often accompany rigid, clean eating rules, leading to lasting well-being and genuine food freedom. The phrase, clean eating, has permeated every corner of the health and wellness sphere, becoming a ubiquitous hashtag and an aspirational lifestyle choice. It evokes images of vibrant salads, meticulously prepared organic produce, and an absence of anything remotely processed or artificial. On the surface, the concept seems inherently positive. Focusing on whole, unprocessed foods undeniably offers health benefits. However, beneath this seemingly benevolent facade lies a labyrinth of rigid rules, moralistic judgments about food, and often, a surprising amount of misinformation. What started as a simple push towards healthier dietary habits has, for many, morphed into an obsessive pursuit of an unattainable ideal, leading to anxiety, social isolation, and even disordered eating patterns. It's time to peel back the layers and examine the scientific reality versus the popular perception. One of the most persistent myths of clean eating is the absolute demonization of processed foods. The narrative often suggests that anything that comes in a package or has an ingredient list longer than a few items is inherently toxic and must be avoided at all costs. This is an oversimplification that ignores the spectrum of food processing. While highly processed foods, rich in added sugars, unhealthy fats, and refined grains, are indeed detrimental to health when consumed in excess, many processed foods are actually beneficial or even essential. Think about milk, pasteurized and homogenized, whole grain bread, frozen vegetables, canned beans, or even Greek yogurt. These are all processed to varying degrees, yet they provide crucial nutrients and convenience. The intelligent approach isn't to boycott all processed foods, but to discern between minimally processed, nutrient-dense options and ultra-processed, nutrient-poor ones. The twist here is recognizing that your perception of processed might be far more restrictive than reality, leading you to miss out on perfectly healthy and convenient options. Another pervasive myth is the organic or bust mentality. While organic farming practices can offer environmental benefits and sometimes result in marginally higher nutrient levels or lower pesticide residues, the scientific consensus is that conventionally grown produce is equally nutritious and safe for consumption. The fear-mongering around pesticides often overshadows the immense health benefits of consuming fruits and vegetables, regardless of how they are grown. For many, the higher cost of organic produce can be a significant barrier, inadvertently limiting their access to essential nutrients. The payoff here is liberation from the pressure to exclusively buy organic, allowing you to prioritize consuming more produce, which is the far greater public health benefit. Focus on washing your produce thoroughly, regardless of its origin. Then there's the obsessive focus on detoxification, through specific, clean foods or elimination diets. We've discussed this extensively, but it bears repeating. Your body has highly sophisticated organs, primarily the liver and kidneys, that are constantly and efficiently detoxifying your system. No specific food or cleanse can enhance this innate biological process. The idea that certain foods are toxic and need to be flushed out is not scientifically supported. While a diet rich in whole foods supports overall organ function, this isn't a detox in the popular sense, it's just healthy eating. The twist is that by chasing these mythical detoxes, you might be diverting attention from the true pillars of health. The concept of eating clean often fosters a black and white, good versus bad mentality towards food. Foods are labeled as clean, or dirty, guilt-free, or sinful. This moralistic framing is incredibly problematic. Food is fuel, pleasure, and culture. It is not inherently good or evil. This dichotomous thinking can lead to extreme dietary restriction, followed by intense cravings and subsequent binges, creating a vicious cycle of guilt and shame. It can also lead to orthorexia, an unhealthy obsession with eating clean, to the point of impairing daily life. The payoff of discarding this moralistic view is profound. genuine food freedom, where you can enjoy a wide variety of foods without judgment, fostering a healthier psychological relationship with your plate. Let's unpack the all-natural fallacy. The term natural on food labels is largely unregulated and often exploited by marketers. Arsenic is natural. Poison ivy is natural. Natural does not automatically equate to healthy or safe. Similarly, the obsession with avoiding chemicals in food ignores the fundamental fact that everything, including water and the air we breathe, is composed of chemicals. Our bodies are complex chemical factories. The key is to understand which chemicals are beneficial, which are benign, and which, in excessive quantities, might be harmful, rather than blanket condemning anything that sounds vaguely scientific. This nuanced understanding is the twist that empowers you to look beyond buzzwords and truly evaluate ingredients. The scientific truth about truly nourishing your body is far less rigid and far more flexible than the clean eating dogma suggests. It centers on variety, balance, moderation, and individual needs. Variety ensures you get a broad spectrum of nutrients. Balance means consuming appropriate amounts of macronutrients, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and micronutrients, vitamins, minerals. Moderation allows for occasional indulgences without guilt, promoting sustainability. And individual needs recognize that what works for one person might not work for another, considering factors like activity level, health conditions, and cultural preferences. There is no single, clean diet that fits all. Think about the psychological impact. The relentless pursuit of cleanliness in eating can be incredibly isolating. Social events become minefields of anxiety as one tries to navigate menus that don't fit the rigid rules. Eating out can become a source of stress rather than enjoyment. This isolation and anxiety can actually be more detrimental to overall well-being than the occasional slice of cake. True health encompasses not just physical well-being, but mental and social health too. A healthy relationship with food allows for flexibility and enjoyment, fostering connection rather than isolation. The ultimate payoff in debunking these myths is gaining true autonomy over your food choices. It means moving away from external rules and towards an internal understanding of what genuinely makes your body feel good and thrive. It means understanding that progress is not perfection, and that a truly healthy diet is about consistency over time, not about fleeting periods of extreme restriction. It means recognizing that food should be a source of nourishment, energy, and pleasure, not a source of fear or guilt. This liberating perspective empowers you to build lifelong healthy habits that are sustainable and genuinely enjoyable. So, instead of chasing the elusive ideal of clean eating, focus on foundational principles. Prioritize whole, minimally processed foods, eat a variety of fruits and vegetables, ensure adequate protein, stay hydrated, and most importantly, listen to your body. Cultivate a mindset of abundance and enjoyment, not restriction and fear. Discard the myths and embrace the liberating truth. Truly healthy eating is about balance, joy, and empowering choices that honor your unique body and life.